We need to fix MPS. And what does that mean, fix MPS? Well, we've got to look at the graduation rates, the reading, math scores, and we've got to figure out why aren't we able to educate these kids? I understand, Mike, that these kids come into these classrooms with a lot of baggage. I understand that. They're not in a state of readiness to learn. I hear this from teachers. I understand that. All right, but we're passing them through the system. How come we're moving them from the 3rd grade to the 4th grade if they can't read at 3rd grade level? Why are we moving them from the 6th grade to the 7th grade? So we're just pushing them through this system. And you look at the truancy rates and you look at the graduation rates. Well, for $1.2 billion a year, that's the budget for MPS. We run the city on that much, right? I'm a proponent of mayoral control. Why? First of all, because the way we're doing it now is archaic, running these large school systems with a school board. And somebody has to be responsible for the failure. I think the chief executive of the city has to be willing to get their arms around some of these issues and say, this problem's mine. And I don't mean that the mayor runs the school system, but he or she's going to be accountable for its success or its failure. Many of the pathologies that I talked about here, the high unemployment, the high poverty, the failing schools, the crime, and there's some other risk factors, but it's enough to try to fix right there. Detroit had the same thing. Detroit had failing public schools. Detroit had high crime. Detroit had immense deep poverty, crumbling neighborhoods, and they never thought it was going to happen either. Okay, it will and it can if you neglect the risk factors. I haven't been to Detroit lately. I don't know why I'd want to at this point. Not to knock Detroit, but I hear it's just nothing but a vast wasteland. All the houses, they started on some program to tear down all the dilapidated housing. Just vacant lots. I don't want that to happen here. All right, I was over in the area of 24th and Center the other day.
It's where a homicide took place, right?
Yeah, and somebody in the back might now be able to see this. Boarded up home, broken out windows, North 24th Street, somewhere over around Center Street. There's a lot of boarded up homes in the city of Milwaukee. We're reading about it in the news. There was an article Sunday. All right, and now there's some plan and fine, to do something with tear them down, whatever, and money to raise them. That's lost property tax revenue. Okay, so you see how this thing, that all contributes. And why do I talk about these things? Because they all have a nexus to crime. You will never reach your potential as a city if you leave a significant portion of your population behind. And that's what we think that we can do. So for all of the growth and the development going on, we still got high poverty. We still got high unemployment for a segment of people, mainly minorities. We cannot leave those people behind. They got to come with us.